Hello there, YouTubers and music fans everywhere. Tonight I'm going to show you something, a bit of a theme to this one. The other day Manic Mark put up an excellent video, one of his many excellent videos where he was playing music, and I thought it was very reminiscent of Syd Barrett of Pink Floyd. And then I walked into the store yesterday, and the latest Mojo magazine has a feature article on Syd Barrett. Now, Syd Barrett was born Roger Keith Barrett. I don't know why they called him Syd, but he was born in Cambridge, England, January the 6th, 1946, and he passed away, I think it was in July of 2006, so he lived to be just over 60. And he was the original guitar player and songwriter for Pink Floyd, appeared on their first couple singles and the first album, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, and a little bit of the album Saucerful of Secrets before he was replaced by Dave Gilmour. And Syd was, I guess, a bit of a drug casualty or mental health casualty. He's one of those kind of lost geniuses of the 60s, in a way much like Brian Wilson, I suppose, and a tragic figure, but very interesting, very talented. He's a stone cold genius in my eyes. I think the first Pink Floyd album, Piper, is as good an album as Dark Side of the Moon in its own way, but most people don't know about it, have never heard it. So this is the most recent Mojo magazine, the British rock magazine. Going through my collection of Mojo magazines, and I used to buy it every month until a couple years ago. I thought the quality kind of went downhill, but for years and years it was the best music magazine in the market. This is the 6th issue, issue number 6, from May of 1994. There was an article, feature article on early Pink Floyd. It was an excellent article, and I highly recommend people looking this one up. There was also a good article on Peter Green, Fleetwood Mac, another lost genius of the 60s. There was also in that issue a free handout of the 100 best psychedelic albums, the top 50 British psychedelic and top 50 American ones. Mojo used to do that kind of thing. Again, there was a feature article in Mojo. This is issue 34, September of 1996. And it was a feature article on Syd. There he is. Some great photographs. Mojo was at one time truly a great magazine. And there was also in this issue another article on Peter Green, just coincidentally. There have been a couple of books written about Syd. This one is the most common one. It's called Crazy Diamond, Syd Barrett and the Dawn of Pink Floyd, by Mike Watkinson and Pete Anderson. I highly recommend this one. Any other books written about him, and I think there have been one or two, are very hard to find. Pink Floyd have had a few excellent books. This is one. It's the late Nicholas Schaffner. The Pink Floyd Odyssey, Saucerful of Secrets. This is the original hardback copy. Excellent book. And it's still available, I believe, in trade paperback. Nick Mason, drummer of Pink Floyd, has also put out a very large book. Beautiful book. It's called Inside Out, Personal History of Pink Floyd, and I highly recommend this one as well. Now we're getting to the vinyl. Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, first LP. This is a Canadian copy. There's Syd, Nick Mason, Roger Waters, Rick Wright. Dave Gilmour had not joined the band until the second album. You want to pick up this one in CD if you ever find it. This is a British import copy of the CD. The book has lyrics, really good photos. Piper at the Gates of Dawn and Saucerful of Secrets were the first two Pink Floyd albums, and they both went out of print in the early 70s. They were replaced by Pink Floyd, A Nice Pair. This one would be easier to find probably than the first two albums. Pink Floyd Relics. A bizarre collection of antiques and curios. What's nice about this album is it contains the first single, Arnold Lane. It also contains See Emily Play, which is my favorite early Pink Floyd single. Nice cover. And then later on, I think this is probably the early 80s, Pink Floyd released an LP called Works. It too contains Arnold Lane, See Emily Play, plus a collection of other songs from the early years. Now, Syd Barrett had two solo LPs after he left Pink Floyd, both produced by Dave Gilmour. And the first is called Madcap Laughs, and the second is called Barrett. Almost impossible to find the original albums. If you do find them on eBay or something, they go for top dollar. I don't know if they were released in North America. I don't think I've ever seen American or Canadian copies. But this is a double. It was a double set. This is a British import from the 1970s, containing both the LPs. It's nice to have a vinyl copy of these. And that's what we're listening to right now. Now, to close off, this is Pink Floyd from 1976, Wish You Were Here. This is the half-speed mastered version, which is nice to have. Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Syd Barrett apparently came to the studio one day while they were recording, and they were recording Shine On You Crazy Diamond, and it was kind of dedicated to Syd. I hope you enjoy this video.